So, moving forward, we have the beautiful goddess frequency today with us, Hathor and Isis. So this is Isis and this is Hathor. And I would like to invite now the frequency and the energy of Hathor and Isis and the frequency of Ra to join us in this co-creation, in this container, as they wanted to connect to us today. And they wanted to be in sisterhood with us. And as we are receiving their codes, their activations, the purpose of their connection with us today is also to release any timelines of separation consciousness or anything that disconnected us to the truth and the purity of our womb and the truth and the purity of our voice, the truth and purity of our hearts, and the truth and purity of the higher consciousness that created and co-created with us on planet Earth. So Hathor has always been, as she was called the Eye of Ra, and also she's the daughter of Ra, the god of sun. She brought onto this planet the highest connections and the highest codes of co-creation, and what is for us not only connecting to our voice, but connecting to our bodies, connecting to our creativity, connecting to our sacral chakra, connecting through music, love, play, joy, bliss, and connection with also the higher realms of existence. And as you know, and the connection between Hathor and Sirius B is very intense, and it is an incarnation of a soul that also is connected to Sirius B and that was on planet Earth. And the codes that Hathor brought onto this planet, and especially impacting the Egyptian civilizations, are codes of creation and procreation and motherhood, and also the expression of the divine feminine in its purity, in its highest frequency. And, you know, she also brought this incredible embodiment of how it is to be in physical form and to co-create with the highest light. And Isis, she bridged in between the worlds. She was the expression of magic and manifestation, and Isis brought, you know, she created a bridge between the higher realms of existence and the underworld because of the connection that she had with Osiris, and they had been, you know, they were in divine union. And Hathor was more connected with the frequency of Sekhmet and also in union with Horus. And, you know, Isis brought and she received the initiations from the higher realms of existence and from Sirius, and they were bringing to ancient Egypt the higher frequencies, technologies, and consciousness from the 5th dimension and 12th dimension. And there are a lot of initiations that Hathor created on the sisterhood of the, you know, the priestesses that were connected to her, and Isis the same. The difference in between them two is that they both served the 5th dimensional consciousness and in bringing more knowledge from the higher realms, and also the connection that we are connected to God frequency, and we can be gods in physical form if we choose so. There is a lot of, you know, unfortunately in the times of Isis, there was also separation that had happened, and if she worked as a bridge in between the higher and the lower realms, she also, you know, manifested in physical reality a separation of sisterhood through the codexes that were, you know, sent from Isis into the chosen ones, or the priesthood of the sisterhood that were the highest priestess, that they were holding the codes from the 12th dimension. So with no judgment, we are entering the field today in connecting deeper to the alchemy that each of these goddesses, each of these embodiments have brought onto planet Earth as a contribution, and also how their consciousness is still connecting to astral time and space, helping, restoring, everything that we have held in our physical bodies from those timelines of existence, releasing the density, releasing the duality, releasing the contrast, and releasing also, timelines that created a little bit of contrast in physical reality for us. And as we have moved through thousands of years of evolution from a matriarchal society into a patriarchal society, there was also a dissolution or a separation in between in the matriarchal society as well. So as we were in this duality with the patriarchy, there was an inside duality within the matriarchy. And this is why many females on this planet, they relearned once again how to come in connection with other sisters and how to heal the sisterhood wound or the mother wounds or the mother wounds and the separation consciousness that existed. We understand and we know that the higher codexes of light that were transmitted from Hathor and Isis had been restoring in the entire collective on the matriarchal line for thousands of years, and especially in this incarnation, as many of us are relighting back again to the purity of those transmissions. And we are using these codes, we are using these frequencies, and we are embodying it, because in this incarnation where we are right now, it allows us to shift in time and space more effortlessly. So in today's transmission and activation, we will receive an activation from Hathor on the womb and connecting us to the cosmic nature of our womb frequency. And from Isis, she will do an activation in connecting us with the frequency of the water Nile. And then they will come together and close the energetic container that they are opening now. So as we do so, I invite you now to gently close your eyes and bring yourself into a space of receiving. And maybe this receiving be a little bit different than before. So we would like you to stay into a place of surrendering, into a place of complete dissolution or dissolving. And as we are letting you to fully dissolve and surrender the resistance or anything that you might have from the subconscious mind that might create blockages in receiving today's activation, I invite you all to imagine that you are sitting on a beautiful bed, a beautiful crystal bed of light that is activating and connecting you to your heart consciousness. And see this crystal bed having the color pink. And as you are sitting there, just feel how your body is relaxing more and more, and how you are embraced in this beautiful, warm feeling of divine love. And as the Arcturian Council earlier, reconnecting you back to your crown and to your royalty, now see how this frequency of royalty is flowing down into your heart and into your womb. And let the frequency of your womb, the sacral chakra, your heart, and your crown fully align. And the crystal bed that you are sitting right now is very soft, it's not hard, it's very soft on your body, and it's taking the shape of your physical body. And now we are inviting Hathor to join us in this space. And as she is joining us, there is this air frequency that is washing over you, like a wind, a soft and warm summer wind that is washing over you from your toes to head and head to toes. Let this warm wind to wash over you. And this wind is carrying a song, is carrying a frequency that is activating within yourself a remembering of thousands and of years and millions of years, eons of lifetimes of incarnation as a female on earth. And the reason for that is because Hathor would like you to reconnect back to your lineage, the lineage not only of the mother that you had been born on this planet, but the lineage of the mother that you had been. And as you are doing this, there is a frequency that is flowing now through your energetic field into your throat chakra. So this wind and this frequency from the higher dimension is cleansing and clearing your throat chakra right now. Some of you might feel some resistance into your throat. So if this is the case, just surrender it to this warm wind. And now I invite you all to open up your hearts more and more. As your heart is connected to your womb and your crown chakra, I invite you to open up your heart right now. And as you do so, let yourself connect through the stargate of your heart to all versions of yourself, to all timelines and dimensions when you were or are a woman. And also connect to all cycles of birth and death that you went through as a woman. And as you do so, through the central chamber of your heart, I invite you all to feel Hathor frequency, to receive her compassion and to receive her divine love, unconditional towards you. She wants you to feel her support into accessing this stream of incarnations on your multidimensional expression as being a woman, on all lifetimes that you have had as this gender chosen. And the invitation is that through all these circles, you can see your incarnation as circles in time and space. Circles that created other circles to the birth that you have given. And as you see these circles in front of you, you can look at your incarnations as these spheres or circles, and can be infinite number in front of you. Hathor is asking you to direct her now, consciously or unconsciously, intuitively or not, towards those lifetimes where you have experienced separation consciousness and contrast, not only in the moment of giving birth or you had been birthed, but through your existence. And she would like to take those energies and those memories and those frequencies of lower densities with her. And she's saying that, is it okay for you to release right here, right now, the density of the burden of eons of incarnation as a woman? understanding those chosen experiences and those chosen lifetimes need to fully integrate within your multidimensionality and your goddess consciousness. And she's doing this because she wants you to shift or elevate your understanding that you are holding within each cell of your being in this incarnation and other, the frequency of royalty, the frequency of source energy, the frequency of God and Goddess. As you are giving these densities to her, she is taking it into a light spheric object like is resembling the sun. So she's taking all the density that you are offering to her into a sun frequency that is transmuting everything effortlessly. And is advising you right now to help you remember, even if it's just one particle within your physical body, she's asking you to remember your goddess consciousness. So see this little particle of golden light expanding in your physical body, and see this little particle of golden light expanding in all bodies that you have had as a woman through all timelines and dimensions. And this goddess and God particle within yourself will help you remember your greatness and remember the higher rank that you have had within the unity of the universe, releasing separation consciousness through all incarnations. And now she's aligning all these infinite versions of yourself into the quantum field, those frequency reality that is now matching your frequency reality, and is asking you to integrate now all these versions of yourself as a woman within this body right here, right now. And see these golden circles coming into your energetic field and retrieving all this energy through all timelines and dimensions and flowing back into your mothership template. She's saying that your body right now will hold and will return back to its original template, but you are calling back fragments of your soul and fragments of yourself, fragments of your existence and your spirit, all timelines and dimensions. You are integrating all aspects of the divine feminine frequency into one in this body right now. And this will enhance your remembrance as being a goddess, as being the creator in physical form. And now she is asking you to bring your awareness to your womb. And she is placing her hands onto your womb right now. Is activating this unified 0-point field space, this gateway towards multiverses of existence. And now, while she's doing this, there are new programs that are writing within your energetic womb. So there is a cleansing and clearing and purification and releasing of traumas that you have had in physical reality through all your incarnations. And they are saying, and she's saying that this womb of yours it's existing as a frequency in a total different way than the rest of your body. It feels like your womb is a different entity within an entity, is a soul within an entity. So within your womb, there are many codes that are stored, many codes of creation, not only procreation. This is only one function of your womb. So she's looking at your womb as a total different frequency, as a total different entity within your body, as the highest, purest gateway of creation. And she's saying that the womb is replicated, the sacred geometry frequency of the womb is replicated through all kingdoms of nature, through all expression of consciousness, through all forms of consciousness. So the frequency of your womb and the sacred geometry of your womb is the highest frequency of creation and procreation. So as this clearing is happening of releasing of the density and purification and transformation, she's activating now the codex that you have and you stored within your womb from her through the initiations that you have received through all your incarnations, eons of incarnations. And some of you already have received these codes from her directly through initiations, through rites of passages, through different ceremonies. And she wants to remind you all that what you are holding in your womb is very sacred. And the sacredness is that a woman body is able to hold very advanced codexes and frequencies. And she is the chalice of receiving the highest and the purest goddess frequency. So she's activating now this codex within yourself. And she's healing within your womb, as your womb is very connected to your subconscious mind, all separation that exists within the matriarchal society between females, and the separation that exists between females and males. And also she's unifying within your womb right now the full integration of the masculine and feminine energy within, the full merge. And she's saying that even through the process of birth, when you are giving birth to either a female or a male, that being is having this complete integration of the masculine and feminine energies with full connection to unity and oneness consciousness. And she's releasing the perception within your mind, your subconscious mind, and your womb around giving birth to girls or boys, because she's saying that we have created differentiations that are creating separation consciousness in co-creating with advanced souls that are flowing through us because of the collective realities conditioning. And Hathor wants to give and offer you a gift, each and one of you, that is going to place it in your heart. And she's asking for each and one of you to pay attention to this gift, that it's very specific for you. So let you individually receive this gift. It can be an object or a message. And she wants you to co-create with this gift in the days and weeks that will come. She's also placing in your solar plexus the golden particles and gold particles from the gray central sun, from the sun being. She's saying that is beyond the gray central sun. So it's from the sun being, the creator, the creation of sun, into your solar plexus. And she's placing those particles into your womb as well. And into your throat right now. She's inviting you all to remember the timelines of existence when she was in physical form with you. And the initiations that you went with her. How each and one of you had been receiving from her. Activating in your hearts and womb and in your throat. For some of you, this gifts, this mission that you have on this planet in holding space for other females, for other women to come together in synergy and co-creation. The codes that she awakened in your womb will activate other women into their awakening, womb awakening. And she's saying that this womb awakening will shift the consciousness of the females that you will be in contact with. Because what the womb holds is the highest and purest 12th dimensional and higher consciousness frequency. And she wants to, she's moving now her energy and her hand like the wind that you have received earlier through your arms and legs. And she's doing this because she wants to close within you the separation consciousness when the cycle of existence is continuing in non-physical, when you form is taking energetic form. And she is doing this now with you all, asking you to remember your existence beyond the linear experience. Saying that from now on, through your full integration of this divine feminine frequency within yourself, through all the circles that came into your body, to all this soul retrieval, soul remembrance, she's saying that this incarnation, many of you will leave the circle of birth and death, because your consciousness will be able to ascend even more and evolve even faster. And now she's placing a frequency at your lower back. This frequency is taking the shape of your body. It's a support from her side. All of you to be supported in your experience as a woman on this planet. And she said that this support frequency will stay with you until you wish to not have it there anymore. And now Isis is joining us. While Hathor is leaving our energetic field. And Isis is bringing with her a little bottle with water from Nile River. And she's placing a drop on your third eye, asking you to remember the ointments and initiations that you have received from her and her immediate priestesses that she trained in the temples of light that she created. And then she's placing another drop on your throat and one on your womb. And she's saying that you possess the highest frequency of alchemy, of magic and manifestation. And she asks you to remember the technologies that she passed on to you through the initiations that you all had been going through. She's asking you to remember the rituals that had been created and done with the higher consciousness and other civilizations within the temples of Egypt. She's asking you to remember the harmony that existed, how we harmonized with advanced civilizations of light that were not seen, we were not placing them on a pedestal. They were seen as equal. And it's asking you to remember and use the keys that you have received from Atlantis, the keys that had been unlocked technologies from Egypt, and the keys are in your body, in your womb, in your heart. And she wants you to connect now with the consciousness of the river Nile. And to the frequency of it, the frequency of transformation. And she's saying that you all had been sent to the Nile, you all had been connected to it before. And you can remember its consciousness and place its frequency to a river of your choice on your planet. And this will help alchemize and heal separation consciousness in the matriarchy. And also will heal separation, the separation that had been created from the priestesses and her. And now she is placing on you different frequencies that resemble with petal flowers, washing you with that. Petals all over your body. Activating your energetic field right now. And she's sending you a very small feather from her wings. And she's saying that this feather that you are receiving right now will help you to spread your wings, your angelic wings, and go walk the path of your divine feminine embodiment, priestess in embodiment, goddess embodiment. That it's time for a divine feminine to rise beyond the archetypes that all of you have experienced during incarnations. And you have forgotten this beautiful embodiment of goddess within you. And when she initiated her priestesses, they were all embodying the divine goddess, God frequency within. So let yourself receive this feather and place it on your wings and let your energetic angel wings to open up right now. And she's saying, don't be afraid to spread your wings. Don't be afraid to connect to the magic in your heart. Don't be afraid to access the power of your womb. And don't be afraid to see the truth through the eye And she's placing now energy, she's sending energy in your ears, and she's activating your inner ear right now. You'll feel energy around your ear and the side of your neck. And this energy is traveling now within your brain, activating the eye of Horus within you. She's saying to trust your guidance, trust your intuition, and to trust the connection that you already always have with her. And now this energy that placed in your ears is going in your hips and around your skeletal system, your hips, your skeletal hip. She's releasing from that area defenses or chains. And she says that women on this planet, in this timeline of evolution, they forgot how to co-create with the frequency of the womb, the frequency of the sacral chakra. And now it's time to remember. So there is these chains and different walls around your hips that the frequency is removing, that she's sending towards you. And the last message from her is, some of you will be sent in different parts of the world to activate the temples that she resides, through your presence and the gatherings that are created. She's saying to do not be afraid to follow the guidance of your womb into these places. And she's saying that as embodiment of divine feminine, you have your beautiful softness and grace within you, but you also have the fire and the power that is balancing your softness. You are the bridge, and you will always continue being the bridge as she is. And now Isis is leaving, and beautiful frequency from Sirius B is sealing this activation, is flowing on top of you. And there are different lady ascended masters that had been held the codes from Isis and Hathors, that they are coming into your awareness right now. Let them all connect to you, who is coming towards you. Lady Ascended Masters from that you know or that you don't know. They are coming to you right now. And they're asking you to create and connect to this, to them. Because by doing so, you are unifying timelines and you are paving the golden path towards Isis. As all these Lady Ascended Masters had been carrying the codes from Isis. And there are also angels, children angels that are coming all around you right now. And as you are sitting on your crystal bed, and as you are bathing into this low frequency and the Syrian frequency, as you are connecting to the Lady Ascended Masters that came to seal this activation, and the little angel children all around you, flying around, playing a lot around. You are invited to return into your bodies very slowly. Come back. Feel your body again, move your fingers. And whenever you are ready, gently open up your eyes. Being fully present in this here and now. And welcome back.